welcome to Great Day Houston. Thank you. Okay, so our first guest grew up on a ranch with a hammer in their hands. They were always helping their dad mend fences or build something. By 17, these identical twins bought their first house. And in college, while most of us were trying to scrap money together for rent, well, these guys flipped a house and made a profit of $50,000. They were flipping houses before flipping was even cool. Today, that experience has paid off with a series of television shows on HGTV.
I think 2 weeks ago we had a giant hole here. I have to admit, I had this sinking feeling that you weren't going to finish in time, but I got to level with you. I'm floored by the results. Stop the punning. I'm going to punch you. It's not funny. Don't punch me. Hey.
Hi.
Hello. Wow, this is crazy.
I'm speechless. This is a completely different house.
Yeah.
Well, we are floored by every home makeover they do. Seriously, they raise the roof on home renovations. And can I say it? They bring new meaning to the tool known as a stud finder. Now you can get their secrets for buying and renovating the perfect home in their new book, Dream Home. This morning, we want to double your pleasure, double your fun. Please welcome Jonathan and Drew Scott, otherwise known as the Property Brothers. You're welcome. Is it inappropriate that the song that just popped in my head was "Let's Marvin Gaye Get It On"?
It popped into my head too.
Yeah, did it? Okay, mutual.
I'd like to point out that your handle on your door is
does
loose.
not meet code.
No, it's a little loose, so I'll come back after and I'll tighten it up for you.
You are certainly welcome to come back and tighten up anything you want to here at Great Day Houston.
We are going to get along, I can tell you that.
If you're ever going to have two of something, you want two of these right here, okay? So I always say we know where people are, we don't know how they got there. So let's start at birth. Your parents weren't sure that they were going to have two of you, were they?
No, actually, it was a surprise because there was no ultrasound unless there was a complication way back in my day.
Yeah.
And so our heartbeats were right in sync. They thought it was one baby. I was born, and then the doctor left. And the nurse, a minute later, was like, Doctor,
seriously?
I think there's another one. And Drew was born to the words, "Oh,
I like to think that I was a blessing. Actually, when Jonathan came out, his head was a little squished. I was sitting on it in the womb, so I had a cheek up on him from the get-go.
A cheek up on him from the get-go. Okay, which by how much is the other one older than?
4 minutes older. I mean, look at the grays. Look at the wrinkles. Obviously, 4 minutes more youthful.
I love it. Four minutes. I love it. The doctor leaves and goes, okay, got that one taken care of. Let's go take care of somebody else here.
He was watching a football game, actually.
Yeah. All right. So you grew up on a horse ranch in Vancouver. So back again before the days of all the stuff that kept us right in front of a TV set, you had to get it out into the great outdoors, and there you are, riding at the age of 3.
Yeah. I mean, we were riding as soon as we were born, even before 3, but we were always on a horse, and our parents were just like that. And we used to sit around the campfire and play the guitar and sing songs with our parents, and with the country life. We were country boys.
Yeah. All right. Thank God I'm a country boy, right? Okay, Dad worked in the film industry. Your mom was a paralegal.
Very musical person.
It's a musical. That's what it is. It's a Great Day musical. You were always interested in acting and comedy. So I think back then, a lot of us can say growing up, to amuse ourselves, we would do a lot of our own scenes and singing and the whole bit. Yeah.
Every Friday, we would put on a little show. So we would get the whole family together. We'd sit down. I'm a magician, so a lot of people don't realize that. And so I would invent a new illusion, and I would perform every Friday, and then we would do a play together. And my parents were probably like, oh, it's so sweet. And they're like, oh, these guys finish already. Jeez.
Well, we were clowns. One of our first jobs were actually clowns. My parents just wanted us to find an outlet for all of our energy. So, yeah, there you go.
Where are you getting all these
I'm the bald one.
Yeah, this is where ADHD lives, isn't it? Right?
You guys have done your research, but that was a great outlet for us. And then we got into acting and theater. We got into doing musicals, and then we got into TV and film acting.
Now you were both like handsome guys, okay?
Oh,
yeah,
we were.
In case you didn't know, you're handsome guys.
That's why we started doing music, because this is fading fast.
Well, I was going to
radio.
But in doing music, and we'll get to your modern day music, but kind of your music roots, I'm not sure this was really a chick magnet, but you were competitive, not just musicians, competitive bagpipers.
Why you got to bring that up?
Yeah,
Why you got to say that?
Jonathan really thought. It sounded like pulling the
tail of a
Oh, look at the
cat.
kilt action
But,
going on there.
Jonathan had heard that women love a musician, and he took up bagpipes. It never helped his dating life.
You know what I discovered? I discovered no one wants to jam with you in their band when you play the bagpipes.
Yeah, bagpipe. Yeah, but it was a good cultural moment.
It was great. I love the sound of the pipes.
And that's when the pendulum swung way to the other side, and you decided, dude, let's do karate.
Yeah. Well, I had to defend myself from everyone who wanted to beat me up.
Yeah. But seriously, second-degree black belts, you won multiple Canadian national championships, and then you collected medieval weapons. This is where, as a parent, I get worried again.
Yes. Like every other kid, you know, you have a medieval collection of swords and armor. Yes. But
I'd like to point out, you've been creeping up on our Facebook pages.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Big time.
I'm talking, there are stalking laws in Texas, and I've broken every single one of them. Yeah. Online and off. Okay. But you were formerly one of the world's youngest illusionists. You mentioned that you loved magic.
Yeah, I've been performing magic since I was a kid, and I still perform every now and then. This year we got too busy with the launch of our book and everything that I didn't get to perform in Vegas, but I'll probably go back around July and do a show or two.
Jonathan was ranked 3rd best in North America on the competitive circuit when he was 16.
Wow.
So he was pretty good.
What most people don't realize, there are actually the Nerd Olympics of magic.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's some cool stuff. And then, Drew, you played basketball, stand up, because people always wonder how tall you are on TV. Yeah, look, your head's disappeared. Look at that. Seriously. Yes. So you played basketball.
I did. So I was the one white guy that could jump. I had a 43-inch vertical, which is bigger than most of the pros back in the day. Now I think it's about 4.3 inches.
There's interesting things that happen. So we played in the NBA Celebrity All-Star Game a couple months ago, and our team won, which was great. But some people may not realize what actually happened
Now, did they
here.
count you as one player on the team or 2 players on the team?
A lot of times they do. So we were 2 players. I got elbowed by Drew, who was on my team, in the face, and I had to get stitches halfway through the game.
Yeah.
And Drew had fouled out because he's a very aggressive player. So at halftime, we switched jerseys, and he went back in as me and finished the rest of the game off.
Everyone, ESPN's like, oh, look at Jonathan draining threes. What happened in his game?
You did some acting. Jonathan, you were on the X-Files. Drew, you were on Smallville.
Yes.
So it seems like your whole personality is like, look, when opportunity comes along, you just go ahead and seize it. I think so many people have these goals that are set.
Overachievers.
Overachievers. But a lot of us have these goals that are set, and we ignore the opportunities that come our way. It's like, what harm can come from just trying something?
Well, that's exactly our thought. I mean, we should be 90 for the amount of things that we've done over the years, but our parents really instilled in us when we were young that if there's anything out there that you're excited about, anything you want to do, go out there and do it. If someone says you can't do it, find 5 ways to do it.
Well, people always say, you have to be in the right place at the right time, and that's not the whole story. You have to be in the right place at the right time and prepared. And we were always prepared. We were always willing to take that risk and jump out and do something that maybe other people would think, I'm not ready for that.
Yeah.
And so our parents just encourage us to always get out there and try new things.
And we're competitive. I mean, back and forth, we're very competitive, but we're not competitive to knock each other down. The whole time growing up, we were always competitive to push each other to do a little better.
Up your game, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you have all the entertainment stuff track that you're moving on, and then you opened your real estate company. Both of you have your real estate licenses and degrees in, talk about overachievers, and degrees in construction and design. When did that idea come about?
So when we came out of high school, we were, like we said, artists. We were actors, and I'm a magician.
You were everything.
We didn't want to be struggling artists, so we decided, let's invest in real estate. We didn't really know much of anything, so we started reading every book we could, even infomercials. The infomercials that are like, make millions, have babes and boats and everything. And we're like, I want babes and boats. And,
I want to make up for the bagpipe thing.
Yeah, and so we did all that, and we managed to learn enough that we bought our very first house at 18 years old. We fixed it up, and when we sold it, we made a 50-grand profit, and this big light bulb went on, and we're like, oh my gosh, there's something here. So we started flipping houses.
Before flipping was cool.
Oh, way before, yeah.
Back
And then
mid to late 90s.
yeah, and I think we did it for about 10 years before we actually started our company, Scott Real Estate. But we had decided during that time, we were tired of working with other real estate agents who didn't get what we were trying to do. So we licensed Drew as a realtor. I went to college for construction and design, and then our business took off.
Yeah, and then you have Scott Brother Entertainment, and now we see both of these things coming together.
Exactly. Well, Scott Brothers Entertainment is our production company. We produce shows that we're in, like Brother vs. Brother and Property Brothers at Home, and then we produce shows with other talent that we develop. And it's fun for us to see our two worlds collide, entertainment and real estate.
Yeah, and we finally saw the other brother. Does he ever feel left out?
Well, he's a host as well.
Yeah, he is a host, but I mean, like, but you two have
brother.
this other relationship going on here.
No, he actually, he
I
has
want
more
to see
fun.
your parents, because that, to spit out 3 that look that good.
Oh,
Because, you know, okay, let me just say this. I will say, because, you know how this goes. Like, sometimes you have this family, and it's like, oh, look at that, good looking. Oh, that one didn't make it.
Sorry.
Yeah.
That would be me.
I mean, it just sometimes happens, right?
My mom and
But
dad.
you love them all the same.
My mom and dad are gorgeous. They're a couple of models themselves, but
We've had a lot of work done.
Yeah, we've had a lot of work. JD has a show that's way better. So he basically, Great American Country, he had a show called All American Amusement Parks. He would travel and test out roller coasters and stuff, and then he'd call us while we're knee deep in a renovation. How's it going there, guys? I'm on a roller coaster. Enjoy your day.
My job's better than your job.
Tough job, JD.
Yeah. Okay, speaking of country, I think you're all gonna do like open heart surgery next just to see what that's like. But yeah, why not? You have released 2 country songs in 2015, Hold On and Let the Night Shine In. So
It was exciting for us. So we did a show, Property Brothers at Home on the Ranch. It was where we went back to our roots in the Rocky Mountains. We did a renovation, and we thought as a tribute to how we grew up, we would actually write 2 songs. So we hooked up with a friend of ours. She's a singer-songwriter, producer in Nashville, Victoria Shaw, and another writer, Chad Carlson, and we wrote these 2 songs. We Billboard charted with Hold On. We hit number 24 on the country Billboard chart. We were number 1 on Vivo, so we were thrown back. We thought this was just for fun for our fans, and then we ended up charting.
I will let you know we are not stopping the shows and going on the road as a band or nothing like that. We're still like Property Brothers. We love doing Property Brothers, brother versus brother. But it's just nice to have these other outlets so that when we do have a little downtime, absolutely we're going to write more music and we're going to do some performances.
I think what we need to do is when we come to shoot Property Brothers here in Houston, we'll write some more songs. Maybe. I'd love to one day.
you have Scott Living Collection, and we know that we can get kind of your sense of design there. And you have your new book, Dream Home, right here. So I'm sure that every time people see you, they'll stop you and they'll say, what do you think about this? Or what should I do about this? So all that, what do you think about this? What should I do about this is in the book.
If you can't
I'll
have
just
us,
hand them the book now.
If you can't have us there in person doing your renovation, the book is the next best thing. And Dream Home is anywhere books are sold. And we absolutely love that we've taken our almost 20 years of real estate knowledge and packed it into this easy read guide for you guys.
Yeah, that's the big thing. The book gets you to ask the questions that you have to ask yourself. And if you don't ask yourself these questions, you're going to cost yourself a lot more money.
And here's the deal. When you're doing a show, it is a show. We understand that in TV with production. You go into this house that's like, it's got like 2 sticks on it, and it turns out to be a beautiful 3-story home in 1 hour. Right?
All renos take 1 hour. What are you talking
generally,
about?
how long do those renos generally take?
So all the timelines in the show are real. So 6 weeks for the average one of Property Brothers. But keep in mind, that's just for 3 or 4 rooms. That's not the entire house. We usually do renovate the whole house inside now, but it's a separate timeline, separate budget. So for 3 or 4 rooms, about 6 weeks.
Do they get to keep the furniture?
They do.
Property Brothers, they get to keep all the furniture and decor. That's a part of the budget. On buying and selling, it's actually separate because we're staging those houses to sell.
Right.
Most of that's rented furniture.
You're up to something.
And can you come to my house?
You're up to something.
I am. I know. Yeah.
What are you up to over here?
Wait, I have a lot of friends who are twins, and they always tell me about all the stupid questions, twin questions that people ask. So a little lightning round here. I have a bowl full of stupid twin questions. Okay. So this first one: have you ever switched places? Did you get caught? Now you talked about switching places on the basketball team. Did you get caught?
Aside from the basketball team, I didn't get caught. I've switched before where Jonathan had some girl in high school that he liked, and he was really annoying me that day. So I dressed up like Jonathan with, the tight turtleneck with a gold chain, the shiny jacket, like Night at the Roxbury, and I made a fool of myself, made her think I was Jonathan. Never got
Did
caught.
you break up with him then?
Yeah, she never talked to me again.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Here's some other ones here. Okay. Let's see. What's one question I should have asked you that I didn't ask you yet?
Do you share a brain?
Oh, okay.
People
Speaking
say that all
of,
the time.
when one of you has an itch, does the other one want to scratch it?
No, but you know what's funny is if I punch Drew.
He felt it? No.
Okay. Oh, yeah, that's right there.
You know
okay,
what's funny to me? If you're a male and a female twin, if you're fraternal twins,
I love when
all
people
the
say
time,
that, yeah.
they all always say, "Oh, are you guys identical?" I'm like, no. If you understand anatomy, it's a little different for male
It's
and
like,
female.
well, he's a guy.
What was
so.
embarrassing is Drew used to always leap into this whole explanation about how twins are born and the eggs playing a lot of jazz, and we're like, dude, just stop. But why are you giving us a biology lesson?
Do you hang out with other twins?
We do. We actually used to date identical twin girls in high school. Identical twin girls. And it got too weird because it was like, wait, are you and me? Is this Whip?
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah. It's interesting, too, because I interviewed a couple, or 2 couples, and identical twins, married identical twins. When they had children, technically their other children were their children as well, DNA-wise.
Yeah.
So it got very difficult.
We had our science teacher in high school when we were dating these twins always said to us, you realize both of your sets of kids will look the same. You'll never be able to tell
I
them
just
apart.
didn't like that our science teacher was talking about our sex life, so I was like, dude, no.
All right, so you sing, you act, you flip houses, you do magic, you play bagpipes. Is there anything you can't do or something you haven't done yet that you'd like to do?
German clog dancing.
Oh,
I have not
yes.
tried this yet, but if you want to roll out the barrels, we'll do a little something.
Yeah, that'll really get the chicks in. Okay. Hey, Drew and Jonathan's first book, Dream Home, is available in bookstores now. Several members of our live studio audience are going home with their own copy. Meanwhile, you can catch their hit show, Property Brothers, Wednesday nights on HGTV. We have a link to connect you to the Property Brothers at GreatDayHouston.com. Guys, thank you so much for making the trip down.
Thank you for having us.
I can hang out with you. All right. Well, from your dream home to your dream dress size, since your body is your temple, coming up, we'll show you how to get the figure you want, whether you're simply shrinking some problem areas or want the full meal deal, as in tummy tuck, lift, reduce. We'll show you several ways to get there, starting with nutrition made easy.